Dhyanamulam Gurumurti Pujamulam Guru Padam Mantramulam Guru Vakam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. So today's question comes out to be, what is Swadharma? What is Paradharma? And what is Uttamottama Dharma, or Dharma in general? Now, Dharma, many times, if you look into the dictionary, it has been stated and very commonly understood, and I won't call it misunderstood because it is also one of the meaning. Dharma, they translate as religion. But what the scripture is referring to, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Vedas, is dharayati iti dharma, meaning one that beholds you is dharma. What do you mean by behold you? One that which you are what you are. For example, a sugar can does not have to do anything it to be sweet, meaning its dharma, its qualities, inherent, essential qualities is the sweetness. If you take the bitter melon, its dharma is bitter. If you take table salt, it's called table salt because of its characteristic of saltish nature. If you take the salt out of it, I mean saltness, then it is no more a salt. If you take the spicy heat from a chili, then it's no more a chili. So something that beholds you, or something that beholds it, is called dharma. Dharayati, dharan dharayati, meaning beholding, essential characteristic. So now the people want to know, all of us want to know, what is the nature of a human being? Humanity. If you take the humanity out of a human, then it's no more a human. And if you look at what is humanity, is to recognize and enjoy the life element in us as to what is that consciousness, what is that spirit. And we can refer it by any name, Isha, God, Shiva, whatever way you call it. But to recognize it is called Dharma. And that is your own Dharma. Own means not this body's Dharma, but your personalities, your Purusha's Dharma is to recognize and enjoy it. Now, what is the Purusha's Dharma? Humanity. And humanity can be a varied subject matter to talk about it. But if you sit in silence, then it will come to you because you are human. And in the silent state, in a real silent state, deeper silent state, your mind is not helter-skelter moving. Nor your mind is asleep. No kshaya, no vikshepa. So since these two characteristics are not there, mind is not a mind. And since mind is not the mind, your awareness goes to its own original nature, and that is self. And self is swa. And when it goes to its own self, meaning sugar recognizing sweetness or exhibiting sweetness. So when you exhibit the qualities of life, qualities of human being, that is your Swadharma. I will come to it in a minute. I'm not going to leave you like this. And in order for you to be human, okay, before we go to that Swadharma, there is other dharma for you. In order to recognize your Swadharma, you are born with certain like and certain dislike. And you are also born to execute your karmas. What do you mean by executing the karmas? Whatever seeds that we have planted, we get the life, parents, and situation, and like and dislike according to what the seeds we had planted in the previous lives and previous time, I should say. Let's not talk about the life because it may be little too heavy for some people. So whatever activities we have done in past, that has planted seeds, and the fruit need to be ripped accordingly. And your body and your mind are so equipped to exhibit the fruition of those seeds. And accordingly also, you will choose your parents, you will choose the situation. You may also choose your wife and husband and children, and you be the children of your parents, so you choose your parents also accordingly. And the entire environment is so chosen. That is to take care of the fruition of those seeds. But then this cycle continues, seed, fruition, seed, fruits, seeds, fruits. But while while exhibiting or while performing the fruits of the action that we had done in past, you do not incorporate the intention with it while exhibiting and try to witness, in other words, in a non-reactive manner. When you do behave like a non-reactive manner, that means you are following the path of the cosmos or the universe. You are one of the players of exhibiting the universe's dance. Universe is dancing, and your dance coordinates with so many other dances. And like so many others dances are coordinating with your dance. Meaning, if you were to become a physician, say, then your parents were to be taken care accordingly so that their action, whatever seed that they have planted, will match you becoming a physician. You will find a spouse accordingly. You will find your children accordingly. You will find the society around you accordingly to exhibit your karmas. But while exhibiting the karmas, you have a choice. What choice you have? That choice is exhibiting humanity, meaning you do what you want to do or what you are required to do, but with an intention of serving and not sucking, not stealing, not vulture tendency that everything is mine, and or saying, I will do only if you do such and such thing, or only if you pay me a couple $100 or whatever is your fees. So that means you are doing this activity not because of the completing the fruits of the previous action, but you're planting another seeds to earn money and to complete that action. But if you have the intensity of serving, and what do you mean by serving? If you follow the path of the nature, does nature ever ask you for any compensation? Let's look at simple thing is you are breathing. You're breathing the wonderful mixture of air just right for your lungs and just right for your life to run. Cosmos also provides you with enormous amount of water. Does the rain ever ask you for that? Give me $5 a gallon. It just provides opulent, tremendous amount for the trees, for you, plantation, for the animal. These are the fundamental things. And other thing, food. Food is also provided by the nature. Of course, there are so many steps involved in the food to reach to your table. Don't think you can buy the food, even though you are just compensating the other's effort in it. But you're not the one who is doing it. It is the whole, a gang of a group of people involved in making the food to come to your desk or come to your table. And you interns are also contributing. But if you were contributing with an awareness that I am paying the farmer, you are making a mistake. You're not really paying or supporting the farmers. You are a member of the cosmic dance. Everybody is dancing, so are you. And if you have the attitude of serving without ego, with a full and total awareness of divinity, the cosmology, and you can call it God or universe, whatever you want to call it. And in service to that element, in this service to Isha, Isha Vasha Idam Sarvam, should with this full awareness when you are doing it, then you come to realize that you are also not different from Isha. And as soon as you come to know that you are not different from Isha, Isha is nothing but humanity. And humanity meaning sweetness in a sugar cane. And humanity is the most essential characteristic of human being. And that is, while exhibiting any of the work that comes to you, you are doing it with an attitude of service, with an attitude of serving the universe. And for that, there is a word called Shreya. Shreya means for the benefit of the rest of the group, for the benefit of the others. Knowing, for the awareness of divinity, service to everything without expectation. That is called Shreya. And something objective that you serve to yourself is called prayer, those two words. But let's not worry about it. Now, having known the word is Shreya and having known the word is service, I would like to refer to a beautiful sloka in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, I think sloka 35. Let me take you to that sloka. And thereafter, I will be happy to give you the most practical solution as to how to serve the universe. Let me enlarge it. All right. This is how the 35th sloka says, Shreyan Swadharmo Vigunaha Paradharmat Swanustita Swadharme Nidhanam Shreyaha Paradharmo Bhayavaha. And here is the translation given. Shreyam, see, he says better, doesn't matter. Whatever one translates, whichever way. But the Shreya and prayer, two words which I told you. So Shreya, of course you can say better, but it's overall good for everybody. So that is universal service. Swa means self, dharma, here it calls it duty, and that's fine. Vigunaha, Vigunaha, tinged with faults. Tinged with faults. Faults, as I told you, with making extra money or robbing people or any other attitude other than service. Fault. Para, dharma, para, if somebody else says dharma, then another prescribed duty. Okay, su anustitat, perfectly done. Anustita, to do, and su means perfectly the best way it could be done. Swadharma is one's own personal duty. And I explained swa, the self, nidhanam, the death or the end of the life, death. Shreya, better, paradharma, duty prescribed for the others. Ayavaha, avaha, fraught with fear. So what it says that it is better to perform one's own natural prescribed duty through things with faults than to perform another's prescribed duty, though perfectly. In fact, it is preferable to die in the discharge of one's own duty than to follow the path of another, which is fraught with danger. So what it says here, when you feel tempted, and here various elements comes into picture. First and foremost, dissatisfaction. Santosh eva purushasya param nidhanam. Satisfaction is the best way to live a life. That is the ultimate in the life, santosh. And once it is santosh, you are not looking into anything else, no comparison. And the word comparison we have also studied in enough detail. And the reason you are not happy with yourself because you are comparing yours to the other. I remember a acquaintance, I will call. He was a FRCS surgeon in Bombay, and he thought that, boy, the surgery, I'm not earning enough, but the money is in construction business. Can you imagine that? A surgeon thinking of going into construction. And I don't want to let you know, I even want to tell you what later on happened to him. But basically, no matter how much you earn, whether more or less than the construction business, is money the intention? But by you doing the surgery, when you see the patient smilingly going home and thanking for saving him from the pain or discomfort or dysfunctioning or disease condition, what a joy, what a satisfaction it is. Santosh. So you were made to be a surgeon from your previous karmas and your desire, and your environment was so created so that you became a surgeon. Once you became a surgeon and you start deriving the joy out of your performance as a surgeon doing surgery, and after a few days or weeks or months or sometimes years, people come and remember this and say, hey, doc, you know, you really saved my life. And that just the word themselves means so much to the doctor and so much to the patient. That was his dharma. And likewise, a janitor cleaning the bathroom, of course, he's not making as much money as the surgeon is doing, and surgeon thinks that he's not making as much money as the construction contractor is doing it. But you were not meant to be a contractor. You need to be satisfied and happy with that divine or divinity has brought to you and you are exhibiting it. And these are the profession, the business I'm talking about. But if you would not have been educated and you just become, for example, a girl becomes a housewife and her nature, her swadharma is to raise the family and to serve the family members and the neighbors and the saints and seers and doing the best she can. So it's not the job that is important. And this way you are exhibiting your the seeds of your past life and the satisfaction that you derive out of it, the joy, the peace, the love, karuna, compassion that you see on your family members or your neighbors or your friends, it's just mind-boggling. Love and joy and peace appears to be so inducive. If you are happy and you just don't speak or do anything, you will notice the joy spreading around. If you're very peaceful and silent, then you see the joy spreading around. Even if you don't say anything. Couple times, different examples were given that just by genuinely saying namaste, I bow down to the divine light residing in you, which is the same light as mine. So when you genuinely say namaste, you will see it's a reflection. Even if you do not say it, even if you do not do this mudra, but you just express yourself. As soon as you express, mentally you wish. You do not have to know anybody. So really speaking, you are expressing divinity. And that divinity is, its expression is possible when you genuinely feel divinity within, when you genuinely feel the love. So swa dharma. So dear friend, just understand no matter what you are doing, you can be a clerk, a janitor, a gardener, a housewife, or a house husband, whatever you call it, a young boy or girl. But just be helpful and do the best you can. Whatever you do, whatever you are doing, do it with a detailed mood of surrender and service. Do not worry for the compensation. You will get the compensation what is due to you. You will not get the compensation no matter how much you rob the people. A time will come and it will go away. And what I mean by time will come and go away, whosoever have been billionaires or trillionaires so far, how long that trillion lasts with them. And even if somebody buries the same trillion in his or her grave, what he or she going to do? But the only dharma, the qualities that they exhibited, the love that they spread, which lasts forever. You may not witness it. You are witnessing the vibration, and the vibration stays forever. So, dear friends, the word Shreya, and in this loka, it says that it is better to die performing Swadharma. And of course, everybody is going to die, than to do others' dharma. When you will do the other dharma, whenever you will die miserably. Everybody is going to die because we are born. So, understanding this, and until the last minute, whatever we can do, if we do it with the awareness of divinity and how I can be a dancer in this entire cosmic dance which is going on, which is way beyond our understanding. You will never know with which parents you will be born. You didn't have a choice. Nor your parents had choice that who they will give birth to. You will not know who your brothers and sisters will be. You won't know who your teachers will be. You won't know who your future partners will be. You won't know who are the people you'll be serving. But in the cosmic clock, in this cosmic scheduling, everything is so beautifully done. And try to flow with it. Remember the word flow. And let's not change anybody. And let's not change ourselves or dream of changing. I'm a surgeon, but I wish I would have been a musician. The example which I'm sharing with you, I have come across all those kind of people. I had seen a cardiac surgeon. He loves to play music, the keyboard. And I have seen even him canceling a couple of surgery when he gets an opportunity to play the piano, play the keyboard. And likewise, otherwise, those who are surgeons want to do something else, and those who are even janitors, they think that someday I do others. But you don't do, and when the situation comes to you, and at that time too, with an attitude of service, you keep on doing it. And I knew when janitor, and I mean it, I don't think right now he may be even alive, but he was a janitor and he became the general manager and the vice president of an engineering company, international. And I had to work personally under his organization. So that is fine too. He was not starving for it. Every moment he may be cursing himself, oh man, I'm a janitor, I should rather be the general manager. No. While he was janitor, he was serving the bathrooms and all other activities so well, so that people started promoting him one after another. And he was working for the best for the company. So that at some point in time it happened. And what do you think the big engineering company has to do with bathroom cleaning, but that's what he became. So service, service, and service, compassion, love, silence, these all lead to Swadharma. Be internally happy and just enjoy. Hari Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.